So today we've been looking at the genset we've had on test here at Perkins. The genset's been running on HVO, and HVO is hydrotreated vegetable oil. It's a drop-in fuel that can be used to replace diesel. And so we've been doing some testing to see what the effect is on the genset and to find out whether there are any changes needed to the set, any changes needed in maintenance, and what happens to the emissions during the running of the genset itself.
Jubilee Brothers and Perkins always puts the customer at the center of all what we do, particularly when it comes to new alternative technologies to drive CO2 footprint reduction, at the same time remaining the performance of your power assets.
Everyone's trying to reduce their carbon footprint. What we're trying to do is look at alternative fuels.
Jubilee Brothers being a genset manufacturer, someone we have a long history with. We've worked with them for over 45 years. And to do that testing, their generator sets were the sort of perfect application, something easy for us to install our engine in, product that uses our engine today. Also meant we could repeatably run the test and take those emissions measurements, but also by using a load bank, repeatably look at the load acceptance. The set's been running on HVO, so the hydrotreated vegetable oil. During that testing, we've taken various measurements during the operation. It's 0 hours, 250 hours, 500 hours, and then at 1,000 hours. At each of those points, we've been measuring the fuel consumption, measuring the load acceptance, and also the exhaust emissions that come out of the tailpipe. Through that testing, that we found there's actually very, very little difference between the HVO and regular diesel in terms of the engine's operation. There's no changes in the maintenance. The filter service intervals are exactly the same. The oil life looks really, really good on it. What we have found is that the hydrocarbons are a little lower with the fuel that we were testing, but generally the exhaust emissions were the same. The other small difference that we found was the fuel consumption was a little bit higher. And this is mainly due down to the difference in density of the fuel. So the density of HVO is a little bit lower than fossil diesel, but the HVO has a slightly higher energy value within it. So that offsets some of that fuel consumption difference and brings it to be pretty close. We were seeing a less than 3% difference in the fuel consumption between regular diesel and HVO. When you run the engine, when you run the generator set itself, the actual CO and CO2 coming out of the tailpipe is broadly the same as with fossil-based diesel fuels. But where the difference really comes from is the overall life cycle. So the feedstocks that go into making the HVO in the first place, most of them are either vegetable-based, or could be used cooking oil. The vegetation, when it's grown, is sucking CO2 out the air, absorbing CO2. When you then process the fuel and then burn it in the engine, you are releasing that CO2, but overall through the whole life cycle we do see a significant reduction in the total CO2 content.
And what we have found is that this is a one-to-one replacement for diesel, both in a pure fashion, but also in a blended form.
100% with diesel, 50%, 80% with the same equipment, the same fuel injection equipment on the engine.
There's no cleaning of tanks needed, no filters needed changing ahead of moving back to HVO. So it makes it very flexible and really allows the customers to have peace of mind that they can keep running and not have to worry about things if there is a lack in supply and a gap in being able to source the fuel. Across Perkins' range of engines, from the 400 series all the way through to the 5000 series, all of our engines can run up to 100% HVO. We do look that the fuel is to the EN 15940 standard, so this is an international standard to the quality of the fuel, to the level of different chemicals within it. This is only the same as regular diesel that should be to EN 590, and that standard is a globally recognised one, and most fuel suppliers should be able to make that fuel to that standard. This HVO testing is part of our sort of overall strategy to see how we can support our customers during the energy transition. This is just one aspect. HVO is really good fuel for a lot of our customers, being drop-in, being able to be used in their current machinery or vehicles or generator sets, as in this case.
At Jubilee Brothers, we take the full range of Perkins engines from the 400 series to the 5000 series. We supply into many different sectors. Some of them are standby, some of them are prime, but we go into industrial, agricultural, banking, health trust. There's many different sectors. They all need electricity. Reliability would be a key factor in the engine of choice. And Perkins to us is that engine of choice. The strength of the two brands, Perkins, the other one being the Jet or the Morocco brand, is critical moving forward. People can see the strength of the two brands being together. Following behind that is the support that comes from the aftermarket, from Jubilee, and the quality of the product that comes from Perkins to start with, that the customer gets value for money out of the product that they have.
It's part of Perkins' broader range of technologies we're looking at across electrification, across alternative fuels like hydrogen. But there's a place for these different fuels, different types of applications will need different types of solutions. So by running HVO and doing this testing, we really are supporting a large segment of our existing customer base, but also looking to the future about how we can support customers as they work through the energy transition.